Hi guys, it's Riya here and welcome back to my channel Beauty and the Code. आज के वीडियो में I am back with 3 new perfumes from Platinum Perfumes. Platinum Perfumes is an Instagram store and they sell dupes of very high-end fragrances. Like जो designer fragrances होते हैं या Arabic fragrances होते हैं जिनकी range बहुत ज़्यादा high है, 7,000-8,000 रुपीज़ के मिलते हैं वो इंडिया में, उनको Platinum Perfumes literally range 300-400 में आपके पास लेकर आ रहा है. So these are some of the new additions in their perfume dupes family. So I'm introducing those to you. Plus I have a full-blown review on all of this. So let's begin. Before we do so, make sure कि आपने मेरे channel पे subscribe कर लिया. You've hit the bell notification and you follow me on Instagram. And now let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the first perfume. This one is from Killian's Citrus 08. First, I want to show the packaging. It comes in this glass bottle. Very simple packaging with the details mentioned here of the variant. And पीछे की तरफ Platinum Perfume का logo है. Very simple, sophisticated, to the point packaging and travel friendly as well. Now on opening, this is how the atomizer is. Let's just spray this and see the atomizer. बहुत अच्छे से product diffuse होता है. And you know, just the perfect amount of quantity in one spray basically. Now let's talk about this fragrance. Now this is a very citrusy, aromatic, rosy, powdery kind of a fragrance. This was released in 2018 and ever since people have been loving this and showing a lot of support to this fragrance. This is the kind of fragrance which is apt for everyday basis, like perfect for office wear. Men, women both can wear it. This is the kind of fragrance which is very fresh, very uplifting kind of a fragrance. It just is a good start of the day sorts, and no matter what season it is, you can wear it every single day during daytime. Coming to the notes breakdown, it has pink grapefruit, rhubarb, bergamot, blackcurrant and pink pepper. Main notes of Bulgarian rose and damask rose. Base notes of musk, oak moss and tonka bean. So this is the kind of fragrance which anyone and everyone can use in any season during daytime. Very sophisticated, very simple, kind of reminds me of this pink color which is like very light, very pastel, very easy, breezy, airy kind of, This has the same feel in it. The citrus is mixed perfectly balanced with some fruity elements which is not making it sweet. So it's still kind of like very fresh, very rosy, very delicate and kind of feminine. And for some reason this just reminds me of this color pink. So this is what the first fragrance is about. The longevity is around 7 hours on me. The projection is amazing. The sillage is good. This one projects in every 30-40 minutes for around 2 to 3 hours on me. And then I usually after 4 hours mark, I usually refresh my fragrances to get a good wisp of the top notes and also kind of to refresh the whole thing. So this is that. And this perfume for some reason also kind of has a slight soapy hint to it. Apart from being powdery, it does have a soapy feel to it. And this just has kind of a reminiscence of the Lux Pink Soap fragrance. Like it has this floral feel to it, a very feminine, a very poised, a woman who's like very sophisticated, very simple, very easygoing, who's not confused in her life. Like she knows how her life is going and where her life is going. So very kind of somebody who's very put together basically. So this just has that kind of like relaxation feel to it also. थोड़ा सा एक जैसे स्पा रिलैक्सिंग सा फील होता ना, इसमें थोड़ा सा वो वाला वाइब भी है फॉर सम रीजन. एंड एक बहुत ही क्लासी, एक बहुत ही सोफिस्टिकेटेड वाइब आता है इस फ्रेग्रेंस से. आई नॉट से दैट दिस इज लाइक अ ग्राउंड ब्रेकिंग फॉर्मूला और समथिंग. अ वेरी गॉर्जियस एंड अ फेमिनाइन काइंड ऑफ लाइक अ सिट्रसी फ्रेश rosy fragrance. The next one that I have is Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal for her. Now Scandal perfume has been a very, very known fragrance in the perfume community because it is one of the most potent sweet gourmand fragrances. The honey in this is just unreal and it is super strong fragrance. Now I do have the original Scandal perfume. And when I compare that Scandal to this rendition, to the dupe, I will say that this is like a 75 to 80% similar to Scandal for Her, because Scandal from Her is more rich, it's more dense, it is headache inducing, it is sticky sweet. It literally feels like white florals dipped into very thick honey. And for some reason, this one feels a little airy to me. This also has similar vibe of honey and that white florals and that same effect going on, but it is slightly airy, it is slightly less headache inducing. So overall, I think this is more like an airier version of the original Scandal. That's why I'm saying that it is kind of like 75-80% same, but it does have subtle differences to it. Let's talk about the notes breakdown for this one. It's blood orange and mandarin orange. In the middle notes, it has honey, gardenia, orange blossom, jasmine, and some peach. Base notes of beeswax, caramel, patchouli, and licorice. So from all of these notes combined, you will get a little bit of white florals, you will get little bit of an earthiness from patchouli, you will get little bit of green elements. You will definitely get a lot of sweetness, a lot of honey. The licorice just adds on to that sweetness, and overall this kind of becomes like a cheaper floral honey dominating perfume. In terms of performance, this perfume is quite a banger. You will get around 8 hours of longevity. The projection and sillage is good, and it kind of creates a strong scent bubble around me. People tend to notice it, and this is kind of like an attention grabber. It is kind of like a compliment getter sort of a fragrance, because this is something which is noticeable. So this projects really well and it just fills the room. Overall, this is a super level of value for money. The last one from Platinum Perfumes is by Killian, Good Girl Gone Bad. Now this one, I think I'm drooling over this one because I absolutely love the DNA of this fragrance, and this is something that I'm gravitating towards the most. Out of the three, this one is my personal favorite. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Now this is a fruity floral fragrance, but is super different. It is super unique, and I don't have anything in my collection which is anyway similar to this perfume. Once you hear the notes breakdown, I'm sure you'll get an idea. This opens up with osmanthus, peach, neroli, bergamot, mandarin, and cinnamon. The cinnamon mixed with all of these notes, I'm telling you, that is what makes it super sexy. The middle notes of Indian tuberose, jasmine, narcissus, and May rose. There is a perfect balance of white florals and pink florals in this. And the base notes of amber, cedar, vetiver, patchouli, and sandalwood. Now, like I told you multiple times before, any fragrance that has a touch of cinnamon in it, it just kind of makes it another level of supreme and classy perfume, and this is no exception. The moment the cinnamon kind of hits with all of the other fragrance notes, this just fragrance takes it to another level. Cinnamon blended with all of the other notes is kind of like a star performer in this. The white florals are super feminine and delicate, and also the mix of this peach and the juiciness, a very different take of fruits basically on this, overall just makes it super unique. Patchouli, vetiver, these elements add a lot of freshness, a lot of green realistic feel of a flower basically. So it just makes it more relatable to nature for some reason. Like, I find the green elements in this to be super unique and kind of bringing in more closer to nature kind of a feel with this. Like, it just feels that you're holding bunch of flowers, like with all of their goodness, the stem, the branches, everything, like the sap, उस पे थोड़ी सी ओस की बूंदें गिरी हुई है, बिल्कुल वही इमेजिन होता है मुझे कि मैं एक फ्लावर का बुके लेके खड़ी हूँ और उसमें सब कुछ है. तो एक वैसा वाला फील है, बड़ा होलसम फील है इस फ्रेग्रेंस का. The performance is amazing on this one. Again, you get around 6 to 7 hours. Projection and sillage is good, and this just has a very feel good factor to it. The wisp of this will make your day. The wisp of this will remind you of your happy place. It will take you to happy memories, and this perfume just has that trigger. The moment I apply this, it just takes me to good old days, chilling out with friends, having a simple life. Things were so uncomplicated. Sometimes it just, life is too simple and life is very kind of going smooth, and it's exactly how you want your life to be. It just kind of reminds me of those days. Today my life is complicated, so many factors to consider, so many things to do. Basically the adulting is adulting kind of a case. That's the phase that I am in today. But couple of years back, when life was very simple, घर से ऑफिस, ऑफिस से घर, मॉम डैड से मिलना, a very simple routine. This kind of takes me to good old days, good memories, a very happy perfume. This kind of reminds me of my happy place, a very comforting fragrance in a way. It's not very cozy, it's not very sweet or gourmandish, but it still has a cozy vibe to it for some reason. It's very comforting basically. So this perfume is my personal favorite. Absolutely recommend this one. So that completes my platinum perfume review. I hope that you like these new variants and you're going to give them a try, and there's no harm in trying because these are so inexpensive and you get a good feel of a high-end fragrance. So what else do we want? So that was my consolidated thoughts about platinum perfumes and new variants. Let me know in the comment section what all fragrances you have tried and what is your take on these fragrances. Do you like these videos? Do you want more of these? Do let me know in the comment section. Let's make that area chatty. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification, follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye.